Well, well, this is a bust. Well, there's people. This is my second attempt at going live here, guys. I don't know what happened. I don't know, and so I started from scratch again. See, hey, Steve, Scrapping Crash, and Fan Tab, and Lisa, how y'all doing? Says I got 6 in here. There's Granny Doe. I thank you for that nice little note you sent me, Granny Doe. I sure do. Sometimes I need notes like that. You just got out of the. What was you in the hospital for, Steve? I don't like the hospital. I ain't been in a few months now. There's Crazy Family. What did that say? Hi, Poppy, Murbet. Oh, you saying a whole bunch of people at one time. You killing several birds with one stone there. Dwayne T64, how you doing, sir? I've had I don't feel like I've made much progress this week, but I've got a lot done. And something just hit me. I was out in the shop earlier today, and I had one thing on my mind to do. And I got off on something else, and then I got back on what I come out there to do, and then I kept getting off track. And it has occurred to me that I can't stay on task. I got my teeth in, I just noticed. but I can't stay on track. And let's see, what was I doing? I had a piece of gas wire out of a CRT TV. I was splitting the wire, the insulation on it to get the copper out of it. And I got about a 7 or 8 inch piece done, and I stopped doing that and got off on something else, and then I got off on something else, and I realized I wasn't staying on task. And then I got to thinking, that's a bad habit of mine, not staying on task, not doing, flipping around from one thing to the other. It's hard to get anything done. And you get the feeling you're not getting anything done. And so that might have been a wake up call. I got to learn how to stay on task. That's the only way to do it. And get it, especially with the stuff piled up out there that I got to do. Now, back when I was building furniture and everything, boy, if I didn't stay on task with that, I'd be in deep doo doo. So I didn't have that problem back then. It's just started since I've been old, I guess. I'm trying to keep up with, you know what? I might should have give, hey, Chance, I might should have give Willow a call. I didn't. I meant to call her all week. I never did do it to see if she's okay. Because this is the second week I haven't seen her. But there's so many things I want to talk about. Yeah, Lisa, you're busy anyway. It seems like you got a lot. It seems like you got a lot of irons in the fire, so to speak. But with me out there trying to get that backyard straight and get that shop straight, so I can sit down and do the stuff I want to do, and then y'all that saw them lamps, yeah, Granny Doe, you might be right. But what you barking at, buddy? Let me get a little sip. But I got to get that done. There's no, and of course when it's really cold, I can't get anything done. And there was a couple of days like last Tuesday, I didn't go scrapping. I missed my big can scores because I wasn't out there. It's 7 o'clock, and I didn't. Matter of fact, I didn't get out there till about 11 or 12. By then, it's too late. But I just can't handle the cold anymore. And I look at some of these other videos, you know, up in Michigan and in Illinois and them places like that, and they got all this snow on the ground. Oh Lord, have mercy! I can't. And I hear that one guy, Scrap. Well, used to be Scrap Kingdom. Now he's still Scrap Kingdom. And he'll be walking around out there in that back, and there'll be ice puddles of water that's froze over, and he'll be walking, and you hear it crunching. It sounds like me crunching cans with my feet. But let me see. Hey Jay.
Stinky poo poo.
What was you at?
Outside playing.
Who was out there with you?
Evan.
Evan?
Yes.
I didn't think you and him played together.
We still did.
Huh?
We still did.
You didn't?
I said we still did.
Oh, you're still good.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
And told him about your channel, so yeah.
Do what?
I told him about your channel.
Oh, Evan? He ain't allowed to get on computers. He don't even have video games. How would you like that?
He has a Wii.
A Wii?
Yeah, and he plays Roblox.
Oh, okay. Then his grandpa broke down and gave in to him then.
Yeah, he's in 4th grade, Papa.
Last I heard, he said that would never be in his house. I'll have to mention that to him. Dauber, that coronavirus is spreading in the USA. Please start wearing your gloves, brother. Well, I got that bunch of hand cleaner that I keep on the scooter, but matter of fact, my hip and few ribs hurt quite often, so that's why I try to do things on the computer. Well, I guess Rianne said hi, Poppy. Hey, Rianne. She's busy cooking bacon for her and Alan. I could like some of that. I could like some of that. Oh, my goodness. I ain't had no... The only good... You know, I buy this... rather than just buy a pack of bacon, I like to get a pack of that hog jaw that's been sliced, and I like to fry that. It's better than the bacon You know, where they call it bacon. Of course, I use that in my bean. But you know what? I made a pot of beans 2 or 3 days ago, and I didn't put. Usually, I put about a fourth of a pound of sliced. Some people call it salt pork or fat back or what, but for me, it's the hog jaw, and I put that in a pot of beans, and then I eat that stuff, and that stuff is not good for you. So this time I made a pot of beans, and I poured a little grease from that in the beans to season it, and it was just fine. So I didn't eat any. I was pretty much staying on a reasonable diet. I'm not still doing like I should be doing, but I'm doing a whole lot better, and I have lost a little weight. And I thought I smelled. Yeah, you would, Dwayne. I can smell it in my mind. That's for dang sure. But and I tried to shave a while ago, and the battery went dead on it's clippers. It's not like a regular blade or something, but went dead. So if I look slick on one side and not the other, yeah, this side I think I shaved. That side I didn't get to, but I was going to shave, and I had my teeth in, so I might as well try to shave, look more presentable. But I had my teeth in for a reason, though. It was something I wanted to eat a piece of it. I couldn't eat without teeth. So it was veggies. I like vegetables. I'm a meat and potato guy, but I also love my vegetables. But what is that popped up there? I can't keep up. And Rian said, huh? Oh, I done seen that. I don't see Willow. I'm starting to worry about Willow now. Dadgummit. I sure am. I should check more on some of these people when I don't hear from them like I normally do. I got 18 in the house, but I don't think I got 18 making any comments. So, guys, come on with some comments. Give me something to yap about. But I was trying, I got a video. I hadn't put it up. Somebody said you're not supposed to put up videos where you show somebody getting hurt. So I don't know. Am I just being overcautious about that, or should when I crash on my on my scooter and I fall off and stuff like that? I put that one up that time where I turned over. Hey, Christy, y'all having a live stream today? But I do have more than the occasional crash or running into something or running off of something. And somebody's telling me you can't put that on there, so I don't know. Can I? I don't see the problem with it. I mean, it ain't like it's like blood and gore or something, I just fall off and do a little grunting and groaning, and there you go. Crazy Family tomorrow at 3 p.m. Yeah, y'all slipped one over on me the other day when you did one in about the middle of the day. So I totally missed that one. I usually check in the evenings, but tomorrow at 3. Sexy too much for you, Coleman. I think I checked your channel out. Anyway, hi y'all, right back at you, Sexy. And hell, okay, that's Christy. Yeah. I thought you was gonna get rid of that channel, Christy. I guess you still hanging on to it, huh? Uh, yeah, I know. I checked now, and I remember checking her channel out now, but have another sip. My throat's dry. And somebody told me to eat pure protein. Now, what is pure protein? I know you got protein in different foods, but what do they mean by pure protein? Crazy. He didn't answer me when he said that. I don't think he did. I'll have to go back. Oh, by the way, this is another new hat. I've got a bunch of hats now. This is Ocala hat. Did you folks know that Ocala, Florida is the horse capital of the world, not the nation, of the world? I didn't know it, but that's what's embroidered on the back of this hat. The horse capital of the world. There is a lot of horse farms out here. Lots of them. They're just everywhere. Matter of fact, oh, you wait and see if they take it down. I don't think much is going on with that stuff, Chris. I don't know. I'm not the brightest bulb here, but oh, I hadn't seen anything really that's happened. Oh, and some I thought they would take down for sure. They're still up there going, just right on. And they're doing stuff you're not supposed to be doing, and they're doing it, and they're getting away with it. They're getting away with it. And I've got some people that, by the way, folks, I want to do some private live stream with people. I've got 2 or 3 people lined up, but I want some more lined up to do stuff with. And I can't give you an exact reason I want. Well, I guess just because I like to talk. I like to talk to people. I like to meet people. And I've got Prion. Has she been on here yet? I haven't seen her. Prion, the lady from. I feel funny calling her a lady because she's about 20, 21. Anyway, she lives in Ukraine. She's from Bangladesh, and I've took a liking to her stuff. She just does a blog there, and I really like it. And I just want to talk to her. I want to see how she got from Bangladesh to Ukraine, and just how all that works, and what her plans are. She just graduated. I don't know if it was her first year of college. I don't know how that works there. But it's just like with Crazy Family Tube, I want to know. I want to know. I got this thing about adoption. Like my baby sister, she was given up for adoption the day she was born. I wasn't around when that happened, but I knew about it. And I never knew her. Never knew where she went or anything till about 5 or 6 years ago, and her ex-husband found me on the internet. And the way that worked, he had a newspaper clipping of it was an obituary of Robert W. Folks Jr., which was my stepfather. And he was married to my mother, of course. How stupid is that? Oh, God. Of course he's married to my mother. Oh, my God. I say some of the dumbest stuff sometimes. And I almost instantly know it when I do it. Hey, Joyce Keitzer, there it is. Look at the little beans on that thing. I think this one here got on it when that time I took it up on the scooter and it went rolling down the road. From Bloomington, Indiana, right? Yeah. I think all this actually helps my memory. I really do. And by the way, my doctor said it's been over a week since I was there, and they did a test they do on your memory to see maybe if you might have the onset of Alzheimer's or something. Maybe not that serious, but and they were sitting there asking me all this stuff, and he said 3 words. He says, "I want you to remember these 3 different words, and I'm going to tell you." And of course, later on in the conversation, he said, "What was in 3 words?" I could only remember 2 of them. One of them was house. Now I can't remember. But then we was talking, and he was talking about my camera and everything, and I said, "Yeah, I do a YouTube thing on." He said, "That's on the computer." I said, "Yeah." He said, "You don't have no trouble with that?" And I said, "No, not really." He said, "Well, I don't need to give you all this other stuff. Then you're not got anything like Alzheimer's or anything close to it." And he described it one way. He said it's like when you're like in an office, you got different files and stuff, and you file these things in that filing cabinet, and then you know right back where to go to get it if you need them again. He said, but in your mind, as you get older, you forget which filing cabinet you put it in. You have to think about it. Does that sound about right? My mind's a filing cabinet. Oh, it's been kind of gloomy here this week too. Raining off and on. But no, I ain't got. He says I've not even got dementia, which I thought that was just something for sure that you had when you was older. But I'm not as sharp as I used to be. And I know I repeat myself a lot. But that's an old thing. Who is get usual live stream TV gadgets and things? Junk Dauber, 11 thumbs up. Let's make your stream in my community tab. Sounds good to me. I'm having trouble understanding what that would mean. I'm figuring out a lot of stuff about this YouTube stuff, and I'm learning how to look at the analytics of my channel and see if some of my certain types of videos does better than other types, or does it do better if I upload them early in the morning or in the afternoon, or do certain days do better than other days? And I've noticed that Fridays not really bad, but taper off a little bit on the views. than they do on other days. And, just paying attention and knowing what you're looking at and what it means is helping me a lot. And I am kind of getting an idea about the types of videos and the type of stuff I talk about. And people love my stories. So, yeah, I guess I'll be doing some more stories. And like I said before, some happy, some sad, some in between. Got a sad one going on right now. My first cousin, her name's Ruth, and she is the oldest grandchild in the Pearson family, meaning she was born way back in the 30s somewhere. I think she's probably about 10 years old. Let's see. Yeah, she was a big girl in 1944. She was probably born about 1930. But she's not doing good. She fell at home. Her husband died last November, and he had Alzheimer's. He had to be in a rest home and all that stuff. And she fell Saturday. This past Saturday, she fell, got a knot on her head. She wasn't like bleeding or anything like that. She got in the hospital, and they noticed she was coughing. Yes, thank you so kindly for your superhero. What? What? Oh, that was okay. I'll take credit for that. Actually, it was my grandson wanting to see how that worked. So yeah, there you go. I'll take credit for it. My grandson put me up to that. It was just $2. Oh my goodness. You're welcome anyway. I'm glad you're here, my friend. I really am. I thought I recognized that. Dadgummit. Anyway, Ruth, but anyway, back to Ruth. Ruth is, comes out, she's got stage 4 liver cancer. So she's not even going home again. They don't give her much hope. They found that out when she was in the hospital, and she had pneumonia. But Ruth was, man, she back at my grandma's house when they was over for visits and stuff. She was always in there playing on that piano. She was a school teacher all her life. Wonderful lady, and about 2 years ago, she sent me a card because I couldn't make it to the family reunion. And she wrote, and she didn't send me an email or anything like that. She got a card and she wrote me the nicest, sweetest. It wasn't even a note; it was a letter of that and things that we did and things she did for me and stuff. It was just a wonderful old school note, handwritten, and I still got it. And I'll pull it out next week and show it to you on the live stream. But she sent me that and put a stamp, old school. And she doesn't go on the computer. Hey Sheila, but it was just, I don't know, I was awestruck by it. And so now, since next week she'll be going into the nursing home, and she'd be under as a hospice patient. And I need to get off my butt and write her a note, a letter as nice and as sweet as I can make it, and tell her some of the things that I thought about her. And one thing, my wife just loved her. And she was in love with her hair. Ruth always wore long, straight hair. And it was like that as far back as I can remember, and it's like that today. And she's got 2 daughters and a son. This is what I hate about life. I mean, I love life, but I hate that people has to be leaving, going on. I hate that. I mean, there's Ruth. She's educated. She's a, what do you call it? Is she a musician because she's a piano? Yeah, I guess. But all that stuff, she knows, and she knows pretty soon she's going to be gone, and all that's going to be gone. And her brother died 2 years ago, and he was a doctor, well, a dentist. And he died. And then the brother just under her, he died about a year later. And the youngest brother died about 4 years ago. So Ruth and Barbara's her sister, they're the only 2 left out of that family. And her father, my uncle, he was a Methodist minister. But guys, if I'm missing anything, hey Jerry Barb, we got the bet going, girl, and I ain't had no donuts. I told Jay a while ago, or maybe I was thinking about I think I was thinking about telling him, hey Jay, get here a minute.
Yes.
Can you read this right here?
Hi, how are you doing with donuts? I have bet with anyone want to join in. $10.
She's gonna pay me $10 if I don't eat the donut for a month.
Oh.
Does that mean you can't have any?
Yes.
No, you're telling one. I know it don't, buddy. Yeah. My butt. He's the reason I get them donuts. But usually, see, they're 80 cents. They're 80 cents a piece for one. If you get 6, you get them 6 at a cheaper price. And like I usually get 3 glazed donuts and 3 apple fritters. I eat an apple fritter, and I give Jaden 2 or 3 donuts, and I give Donovan an apple fritter, and anybody else that wants one. But sometimes when them things sitting there, I already eat my apple fritter, I might chime in there and eat another one. But I ain't done that lately. I ain't gonna do it no more. I'm serious about. I want my weight down. I mean, heck, if Christy on Crazy Family, she can lose 48 pounds. I can lose 48 pounds easier than her. because she didn't have as much weight to lose as I got to lose. 48 pounds to me is only going to be halfway there. So I just want my weight down, and I think if I get rid of this pot, and buddy, sometimes when I'm sitting out there in that shot and I'm jacking my jaw at the camera and I'm looking at me and I'm reviewing the video, and I look at that big old belly hanging down there, my Lord, help me. You don't, I mean, I can't see me, you know. I can see me like this, but I can't see me like from a distance unless I notice it on the videos, and I'm starting to notice I am one. I'm big. I'm big. And that's got to be hurting my back. It's got to be, you know. I buy them for my hubby, but I buy the ones I do not like. Wendy from home says she lost 33 kilos. Now, all right, guys, excuse me. What's a kilo to a pound? Which is more, a kilo or a pound? Kilos. Is a kilo less than a pound? I wish all this stuff would be the same. People start talking about different, you know, the weights, and somebody was doing I was working on a video a while ago about the gold stuff that I'm getting out of these computers and stuff, and 50 pounds now. Oh boy, you're hurting me. Now I got to lose 50. Well, I want to lose more than that anyway. I dropped 45 of giving up pop, chips, and candy. The candy is not a problem for me. The chips might be, and the drinks. Now, I have to confess, folks, I said my New Year's resolution was no more of this stuff. And I made it about a week and a half. Oh, I dropped it. That's not going to be worth 2 cents. So there ain't coffee in here right now. Ice and root beer. I guess I ought to try drinking just plain old ice water and see if that don't take take it off. You know, I don't know. And somebody asked me about the fund on my scooter. What's in on my fund right now is $310, I think. And then they want to know how close I was to the scooter. Well, we're a long ways from the scooter. The scooter is $2,099, I think, and the trailer that goes behind it is $153. So I'm a long ways from it. But I'm trying, and I've noticed on my ads, my revenue off of the ads, I'm getting about well, one day it was 45 cents. Another day it was $1.15. I have had as much as $1.50 a day. So I'm only getting like a half a cent to a penny off of one ad. And when I upload my videos, I try to space the ads out. I have one that starts at the very beginning, and then 10 minutes in, it does another, and then 10 minutes in, it does another 10 minutes. At 30 minutes, it does another one. And then at the very end of the video, after I've done the, what do I say? Okay. Which filing cabinet do I put that in? Oh, I get tickled and I can't remember for sure now. Before I say what? Oh my gosh. Before I say, see you in the next video. Oh gosh. So it's actually 4 ads on about a 30-minute video. I feel like that's pushing. I mean, I could put more ads, but I don't want to scrounge all that up into that, like that. If all your subscribers could do $3, you would have. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, it sure would. But all my subscribers is not watching. Probably I'm only getting about 10 or 12% of my subscribers that actually watches my videos and stuff. And I don't know what to do about that. I know one thing, I got to work on my titles that I put, the title has to be something that somebody will go on YouTube and do a search for a certain thing, and you got to figure out what it is most of them are searching for, and that's got to be in your title, and it's kind of got to be true to your content. You just can't put a trick title up there just to trick somebody. I hate that when I see something I'm interested in and I go to it and it don't have a thing to do with what's in their content. And I generally, what do they call it? A click video or a click title or click something. Clickbait. You call it clickbait. You put something like I could go in there and put found $1,000 in quarters today, which is going to be a lie, but people are going to click on that to see that, and then they're going to get ticked off that you tricked them, and they're not going to subscribe to your channel. You're not supposed to do that. A lot of people try it. I mean, you got some people that do live streams, and that like, I'll go in there and start a live stream tonight, and I'll let it run for 2 or 3 days solid. And got something to do, let's grow together and stuff like that. In other words, you go in there and there was somebody there, you sub them and they sub you and stuff like that. That's what that's all about. Well, I hate that. But I've got to work. I got to figure out my titles. What's the best way to run a title? And my custom thumbnails need to be more. They need to be brighter. They need to be more contrast. It needs to be color and all that stuff, And mine are, but they're not. They're not there yet. So if I can work on that, get my title, my titles, and I really don't have a knack for coming up with a good smack you in the face title, I'm working on it. You had an anniversary, Dwayne? Where did I miss that from? Where did I miss that from? I didn't see it. Well, happy anniversary, Dwayne. Matter of fact, I'm fixing to have an anniversary, not next week, but the week after next week, February 5th, which will be, Lord have mercy, it will be, I got married in 64. All right, I got to do it on my finger. 64, 74, 84, 94, 2004, 14 would have been my 60th, so 14, it'd be my 65th anniversary, right? Yeah. Wow. Boy, I wish I had her. We made it to our 48th. Of course, I'm still married to her. I didn't go nowhere. Claire Joy says her best tiles are crazy ladies out dumpster diving retail stores near me, and food stuff dumpster diving. Yeah, I thought about crazy old man this or crazy old man that and stuff, but I don't want to deceive. Had it today. Okay. Well, I wished I could get into some dumpsters like Marty does on Crazy Family Tube, man. Some of that stuff I could shave $500 off our grocery bill a month, easy, man. But it's not like that around here. I just dropped donation in your tip jar, Russell, so you can add to. Well, bless your heart. Bless your heart, Fantab. I folks, it's so hard for me, for people to do stuff like that. It just is, I'm gonna put her right there for me. And by the way, I figured out how to get these things off of there. Can I just put her right up there? That's my lady friend. I kind of want to say my girlfriend from Kentucky, but I mean, like, you're a friend and you're a girl and you're a lady. I like lady friend better. And by the way, I found out that Lauren, the lady down the street here that does the yard sales, she has some disabilities, and it's got something to do with what was that Robin Williams had? Was it anxiety? No, it was, what was it? Manic depression. I can't remember, but she has some problems, and she's a mom, you know. And I just took some stuff down to her the other day. I'm gonna take some more. I've been giving away so much stuff that I don't. By the way, was it Fantab? Was it you wanting that figurine? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I got that laid aside. I was gonna. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you a bunch of stuff in that lane that if you want, I'll stick all that in a box and send it to you. I hate to throw that stuff out. is just such a waste, you know. Such a waste for that stuff, you know. It's just like that nativity scene I got in there that is still set up. The one, I don't know if y'all remember, but I found that on the curbside. It was brand new in the box, and it sits on a mirror, like a mirror glass table, and got all these beautiful figurines and stuff that I maybe because I grew up really poor, I didn't really think about being poor when I was. Well, heck, what am I talking about? I still am. But you know, you don't think about that stuff. You know, you make the best with what you got, and Jackpot Digger has a saying that he uses on his channel. And by the way, I'm giving that man a shout out. Jackpot Digger. He's a Canadian Frenchman. And the first time I seen him, he had this accident. He's got this beard, and he just looked like a Russian, or sounded and looked like a Russian to me, and I thought he was. Then find out he's French. But his channel is in English, and but he's got this saying, you know, do the best you can with. I can't remember. You have to go to it and look at it. Do the best you can with what you got. It's along that line. And he's a hard worker. And he's a bachelor. He's got a kid, but I don't think the kid lives with him all the time. I think he's with the mom. But he's got he's the only scrapper I know that's got a big old wire stripper sitting in his living room beside his sofa. He'll sit there and strip wire and watch TV. He's a neat guy. He really is. Uh, Jackpot Digger. Oh, you know, I'm so dang lucky that I got people like him, people like Fantabulous Mary Beth there and Christy and wow, what did you say? What? Hey, Willa, girl, I'm starting to get worried about you. I meant to call you and I didn't get it done. I'm so glad you're here. Are you okay? Yeah, my grandma used to say that too, Claire Joy. Make do with what you got. And that's the biggest thing I'm doing nowadays. But I think because didn't have much growing up, is probably why I don't want to get rid of nothing now. That's probably the biggest reason. I've got to get rid of so much stuff, and I don't want to do it. And it just like when I took them VHS movies, there's a bunch of top-notch movies in them 2 trays, and there's 20 movies in the tray. And I figured if I can ever get me a VHS player, I'll start watching them movies. And I just got to think they're sitting there and I'm moving things, I'm moving and moved them and moved them, and I'm like, I ain't never going to get to watch them, and I might as well just take them on down there to the lawn and let her sell them in her yard sale. Not for me to get the money, but just to help her out. I just don't want to get rid of nothing, and it just kills me to do it. And that video I did the other day when I was sitting there looking at them pictures and stuff there, and all high dollar stuff, custom frames. And Lauren's house is right next door, and she wasn't even out of the bed. And I'm thinking, well, let me carry them over there to her. And dadgum, I'm sitting there studying about it, how to do it. And here come that stinking garbage truck. And I had to stand there and watch them dump them things right into the garbage truck. That just killed me. That just killed me. Hey, Willa, did you see that bet that Jerry and Barb made with me about the donuts? Look it up. I think I can win that bet. Angie Blackman. Thanks so much, man. Who is Angie Blackman? Do I know Angie? Angie Blackman. Thanks. Angie Blackman. Hi, Russell. I must know you. I want to know everybody. What did okay. I'll have to go check them videos out, Angie. I will. But yeah, I don't want to get rid of nothing. I just beats all I ever seen. I mean, I can't. You know, I've already put them in the trash can. But you know, I get pill bottles every month, about 10 or 15. So that means I got 10 or 15 of these bottles empty. And they're easy to remove the labels. And then you got this, like I've got this thing here, and this is dangerous. This is dangerous, but this is in one of my empty pill bottles. And I peel the label, and I was saving. I had a 5-gallon bucket full of pill bottles. Some of them bigger than this. But I need to do something about this because these are poison. These are poison. They kill silverfish. You know what silverfish is? They'll kill roaches. They'll kill just any kind of insect that'll eat on them. And I imagine they'd be harmful to anybody else that would. I don't know. Yeah, I need to put a label on that or X them with something. I don't have a marker here. But I was even saving my pill bottles. And finally, one day I dumped them. I must have had about 50 or 60 in there, and I dumped them. Shoot, that even brings me. See these? Well, I can show you on this. This is my Levemere Flex Touch pen, and then these little caps comes on every. Well, heck, here's one I can show you. I dropped that one. That's the way they come, and you pull that paper off and put it on here. And I was even saving these. I had a bucket of these, and the little blue things. And why did I take that off? There we go. I ain't took my shot on that. But I was even saving them, thinking maybe there's something I can do. Well, I did make a thing. You know what a mace is? It's a ball with a bunch of spikes on it and a chain in the handle. I made a ball one time using these as spikes for somebody. But my daughter come in here one time and she was cleaning up my room, and she thought it was trash. Well, they were trash when you get right down to it, but she dumped them right real quick. Oh, where's okay, let me just wait, where did she go? Where did you go, Fantab? I'm trying to remove that. Some people, I don't know. Well, I thought I knew how to. I thought I knew how to. I thought I knew how to take that down. Mary Beth, we're just going to have to look at you. And that's a treat. Oh, my goodness. Oh, there was something else I was wanting to. I can't remember your. Anyway. Yeah, I started this video while, at about 5 minutes to 5, and 10 minutes in, nobody was popping in. And I got to think, well, something's got to be wrong. So I shut it down and started another one, and that's when y'all popped up. So, my back's itching. But anyhow, guys, I'm working on trying to make better videos. If I could just get a handle on these, Jerry Barb says, Dauber, Angie, I'll be looking for pill bottle now to sell. I, I don't have a collection of them now. I have a few, but but I get so much stuff that I don't know. I don't know why I get so much. Where is that? I don't even see that. I just had it. A lot of the stuff that the VA sends me, like the alcohol swabs, and they're not swabs. They're yeah, this is it. They're these prep pads, little alcohol. Well, here's one. You're supposed to swab a place every time you're going to give yourself an injection and stuff like that. Most of the time I do. Sometimes I don't. But somehow or another, I've wound up with 3 or 4 boxes of them things. And there's, gosh, I don't know, 200 in there. 200. And stuff I do use a lot. Now, these are my test strips. I use all them, and my needles, these needles that goes on my 11 injection pen, I use most of them all the time. Every once in a while I have some extras. But it just seems like I get a lot of accumulations of stuff, like these things here these here, um, that's a bandage. I've got a little wound on the back of my leg that I have to treat all the time, and these things are $36 a box, and there's 10 in a box, I think. Yeah, there's 10 in a box. And I get 3 boxes of these a month. And just a lot of stuff, and that I don't use it. People has to pay good money for them, gauze wraps and all that kind of stuff. I don't know why they send me some. 6 shots a day, Angie? Holy cow. 6 shots a day? I only take 2. I take 50 units in the morning and 40 units at night. And, holy crap. And that means, wouldn't it be cheaper just to, do you have to buy them? Or do you, does your in Steve Smith? Goodbye, Steve Smith. Appreciate you stopping by, my friend. Wow. It's, my goodness. Wouldn't it be cheaper? I don't know though. Cotton balls cost too. You know, you could do it that way, and I don't have to do it twice a day, so so maybe I shouldn't complain, you know. But I do. I just accumulate a lot of stuff, you know. It just occurred to me recently. I don't know. I might have mentioned it, that these little blue pink balls and stuff I've been picking up, these are vodka bottles. I didn't know they sold vodka like that. And then there's some that's actually rum. So it occurs to me that when I find them alongside the road, that means somebody's driving down the road and taking a shot. That's not good. Holy crap. Are they expensive, Angie? Or how expensive are they a box? I don't know. I've never had to buy a box. Oh, okay, Willa. Tell you the truth, I'd rather take the shots as the pills. I just had. To start with, it's easier for me to remember whether I took my medication, because when I take this like right now, it's set on 40 milligrams. And then immediately after I take the injection, I set it back up to 50 and put a new needle and thing on it. And so in the morning when I look at it, I can remember whether I took my shot for the morning or not. Because I was having trouble remembering whether I actually took the meds or not. And sometimes I'll be sitting here at 10 or 12 o'clock at night and I look at, well, dang, I ain't took my shot, you know? So I have a system there which is it works pretty good for me. But 2 shots at 50 units each. What? 2 shots at 50 units each and 4 shots at 20 units each. Wow. You have type 2 or type 1 diabetes. And you look kind of young to me to be having all caught up with that stuff. Holy crap. Have you got good insurance? You're not on Medicare yet, are you? My foot, no. I can look at you and tell you ain't nowhere near that. Type 2, that's what I got. You must, Angie Blunt, 55. Wow. 55, I was in my prime. I wasn't sick with nothing. And if I did get sick, I'd take a pill and get better. Now I have to take medication now just to not get any worse. Oh my gosh. I tell you, something else this YouTube thing has made me more aware of is that at some point in your life, you're going to have a problem with something. And you just don't think about other people's problems and stuff. But now with people here on my YouTube family, I know about problems that Mary Beth has. I know about problems that who's a good another good Willow has, and now I know about Angie Blackman. I know Dingbat's problem, some of her problems. I'm more aware that what's going on in my little world here, it's also the same kind of things going on in this great big world. And somehow I feel scrapping together. I am a diabetic and I have to take shots 4 times a day. I am thinking about going back to my private doctor, plus, still go to the VA doctor because he stays more on top of things than my VA doctor does. He only sees me like 3 or 4 times a year. And I say a he, it used to be a she. And Willa says she's been diabetic for 20 years and she was 30 years old. Gosh, Willa. Yeah, you're right, Lisa. You're not so isolated anymore. And by the way, somebody I got people keeps asking me about who won the history puzzle I had, or quiz, or whatever you want to call it, and it was Lisa Kleckner. She won it, and she donated the $25 to the scooter fund. That's what put me over $300. But yeah, she won it, and I'm gonna do another one. The first of the month comes around, I'm gonna start another one, and I almost screwed up. I almost was gonna do one about something that a quote that somebody, I don't know if you call it a quote, but it's something he said at his trial. And then I got to thinking, I wonder if they can Google that quote and see if his name popped up. And sure enough, it popped up. And I'm talking about Hermann Goering. He was a Nazi, a World War II Nazi. He was number 2 man in the government there for a while. And he made a quote, and I might put it in one of my videos now, that just struck me. I don't know, it just struck me as not seeming like something that would come from a dictator or a Nazi or something. It just struck me as odd. I'll put it up in one of my videos, the quote. It's not real long, but it's not short either. But I follow a lot of World War II stuff and World War I. I follow a lot of history. History was one of my favorite subjects. Some people hated history. I loved it. That geography stuff like that. That was my test. I always aced. But when it come to math and English, nope, didn't do much for me. I can't remember how many comes in the box, Darwin. I am in stage 4 chronic kidney disease. Oh my gosh, dear. Wow. Gee. Okay. Oh, that gallbladder stuff, man, that one. Woo. My daughter had to have that took out, boy, and I'm telling you what's truth. When she come down with what the pain and everything, I thought she was having a heart attack. I thought she was having a heart attack. I didn't know. And she was hurting so bad, and I started taking her to the hospital in the car. And it got so bad, I stopped the car right then and called 911, and they come right to where we was at and put her in the ambulance and took her to the emergency room. Turns out it was gallbladder. I thought she was having a heart attack. And guys, sometimes I think when you something like that's happening, you get to thinking, "Am I going to lose?" You know, you think about it. You don't want to think about it, but you think about it. I don't think I can stand losing any more close family members. I just losing my wife and losing my son, boy, I've done my share. You know, I can't. Oh man, and yes, that's probably why I'm so overprotective, and I don't like them. You know, I always think when one of them goes out the door, you know, in the back of my mind, you know, you don't think, well, they might not come back. You know, it's not that. It's just in the back of your mind, you know that crap happens, and it just, I don't know. It just worries the far out of me sometimes because I know it can. You think it can't never happen to you, but it does. Oh, hey Tina, he can't remember how to take Tanner back. I thought I had to go to. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I do. Hold on. Let me see. I think I do. Here we go. Let me find her. I have to find. I have to find. Well, where is it? It was kind of a lie. I'm looking, dear. Well, where'd you go, dear? I don't see it. I don't see it. Let me go. Oh, man. I'll find it. I didn't know I had this many comments in here, folks. Uh, there's fan tab there. I have to find the fan tab where she. No, that's not it. Well, I guess I don't. I'm gonna figure it out again. I figured it out last week. No, I don't know what I'm doing, folks. Everyone bet that Junk Dog will not eat any donuts for months. Laugh out loud. Yes, sir. Do that. It just occurred to me now, y'all gonna have to take my word for it, but I ain't gonna eat none. I ain't gonna eat none. I can't remember what I did now. I thought no, that's not. I can't remember, guys. You're a beautiful fantab. Oh, me. You know, since I've got my teeth in, I might eat a salad tonight. How long have I been going? An hour and 20 minutes. So it's getting close. It's getting on up towards 7 o'clock. So I guess I ought to just cut this off, guys. I appreciate all of y'all. Angie, I'm going to go back and look at some of your stuff again. And some of you guys, you have a channel, but you don't have any comment or content, which is okay. You know, if that's not what you want to do, but the ones that do have content, I do try to go and look at your videos and something. 1970s Tiger. Whoa, what's that mean? Oh, that's your name. Oh, crap. I'm sitting there reading it like it's a comment, and that's Tiger. Are you new here, Tiger? I can't remember. I can't find that filing cabinet. Okay. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm probably gonna pop in about Wednesday. I may have some news, and y'all keep Ruth, my first cousin, in y'all's prayers. Gosh, I wish there was some way I could get up there to just sit there and hold her hand and talk about times. She's a sweetheart. She just is, and she was a teacher all her life, and I just can't imagine her being a teacher. She was just, I don't know. She was, well, I just knew a side of her that wasn't being a teacher, you know. She's a wonderful lady. My oldest cousin, and if she passes, that means that's only going to be Barbara, and Barbara's. I've had some times with Barbara too, and I was 14, she was 16, 2 years. She's a sweetheart too. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate all of you being here, and remember, guys, I just put up my. Oh, okay. Am I still? I will, Angie. I'll go check them out, dear. Yeah, I'm in Florida. We don't have real bad weather here, but sometimes I got froze out a couple of times this past week, and here I'm off track again. I was leaving. I'll see you later, folks. I appreciate all of you. Love all of you. So, see you in the next one. Goodbye.